To get any type of job, you need to appear for an interview. During the interview, the company looks at your appearance, your behavior, your communication skills, your subject knowledge, and your attitude. In a short duration of just half an hour or 1 hour, the company makes a crucial decision whether to recruit you or not. There are certain questions which are asked commonly in most of the interviews. How you answer these questions determine to a large extent whether you would be selected or rejected in the interview. Here is a list of 15 such questions which are most commonly asked during the interviews. Your chances of success in the interview would be greatly enhanced if you prepare good answers for these questions. First question: can you please tell something about yourself? Answer this question in typically about 3 to 5 minutes. If you take less time than that, it shows that you have very less to say about yourself, which may not go well with the interviewers. If you take more time, then it might become boring as well. Start from your graduation or post-graduation, and then your brief employment history starting from your first job to your current job or the last job. And when you talk about the jobs, talk about the title or the designation that you had, the function where you were working in, and the role and the responsibility of your position. Don't forget to mention any specific achievements, accomplishments, awards or recognitions from the companies where you worked earlier. Avoid talking about hobbies in this segment. You can end the answer by saying what you look forward to in your career. Second question: what do you know about our company? You must know about the company that you are applying for. If you do not answer this question correctly, you will be looked as a desperate person and it will go negatively for your prospects of getting selected in the interview. So, before attending the interview, visit the company's website, do a thorough research, find out its business, find out its lines of operation, find out its location, the number of employees, its customers, any kind of achievements and awards, and even go to Google and find out more about the company. If you can memorize their vision, mission and goals, that will add significantly positive for your prospects of getting selected in the interview. Third question: why did you apply for this position? For this question, you can say that your qualification and experience closely match with the job requirements, and that would certainly help you to perform better in the organization. You can add up by saying that you wish to build up your career in this particular field, and this will enhance your chances. But under no circumstances, I repeat, under no circumstances criticize your previous employer or your previous boss or anyone. Speak only positive, if at all you have to speak about your previous companies or the current organization. Question number 4: why should we hire you? Now this is a tricky question where you have to sell yourself. And here you can say that you understand the job requirements very well and you know what is expected out of this job. And your qualification and experience will certainly help you to perform better, and the company will benefit from your expertise in this field. So this is the way to answer this question. And you can top it up by saying that in your previous organizations you worked in the similar roles and you performed better, so the chances of you performing even better in this organization are very high, and so the company would benefit from selecting you. Fifth question: why do you want to leave your current organization? Now for this question, you can say diplomatically that you are not keen to leave the current job. However, you are open to new opportunities which can help you in accelerating your growth. Another reason you can mention is that in your current job, you don't find sufficient challenges which will help you to grow further. And you can say that you are partially finding yourself in a comfort zone and the growth doesn't happen in a comfort zone. However, under any circumstances, do not say anything bad about your current employer or your boss. That will work very negatively on you. Sixth question: what are your strengths? Now this is one question where you cannot be modest. You need to sell yourself. Do a thorough research about your strengths before you go for the interview. Find out your strengths which you can prove from your past accomplishments and achievements. Try to find out those strengths which are relevant for the job that you are applying for, because that will really help you. However, if you are not able to say any strengths, then it will be definitely considered as a weakness. And in case you are really short of finding any good strength, then you can use some very general strengths such as you are a good communicator, you are a good negotiator, you are a team player, and you have an optimistic attitude, etc. etc. Question number 7. Tell us about a challenge or a conflict which you faced at your workplace and how you resolved it. Now again, before you go for the interview, think hard Find out in your entire career what all challenges you have faced. It is not possible that you did not have any challenges. Find out about the most difficult challenges or the conflicts faced by you and how you overcame them. What was your role in resolving those crises? This is important. Your role is very important in this case. When you talk about the challenges or conflicts, do not say something which is expected out of you as a normal job, as a routine job. That should be something which is beyond, that is something out of the ordinary. And then how you resolved it. That means your planning, your leadership, your execution, all this should come into this answer to say that this was the challenge or the conflict faced and this is how I resolved it. At the end of it, say what you learned from this conflict or challenge. Because every adversity brings an opportunity to learn something new. So they are all lessons learned. Question number 8. What salary you are expecting? Now this is a very tricky question and can result in your selection or rejection in the interview. Normally it is advisable to play safe for this question without revealing your figure. So you can put it diplomatically and say that money comes secondary to you and you give more importance for the job content and the job satisfaction that you will derive. The money is of course important, but it is secondary. You may also add it up by saying that you fully believe in the fairness of the company and they would certainly pay you whatever you deserve as per your qualification and the experience. And you can say that you will accept whatever is offered for your scale and for your grade within the organization to other people, you will accept that salary. Question number 9. What is your dream job? Now the answer to this question will reflect on your attitude. Now you can say that my dream job is the one in which I can utilize my qualification and experiences effectively. I can learn several new things. I can face new challenges and I can develop my abilities to take bigger roles in the organization. A job for me is a learn while you earn mechanism. I would not prefer any job which does not give me any of these above and instead puts me into a comfort zone where I earn salary but I do not contribute to the organization. Question number 10. What are your weaknesses? This is probably the most difficult question you will come across in the interview. But be honest. Do a thorough research about yourself before you go for the interview and identify your weaknesses. Say it openly. Say it in the interview that yes, you have this 1, 2, 3 weaknesses. At the same time, you also say that what steps you are taking to overcome those weaknesses and convert them into your strengths. Question number 11. How did you manage disagreements with your boss at work? Now, it is not possible that you never had any disagreement with your boss earlier in your career. If you say that you never had any disagreement, that would be a plain lie. So the best answer that you can give for such a question is that whenever there was a disagreement, very politely and with all humility, you have put across your point. Thereafter, it was up to the boss whether to accept your viewpoint or not. And you can also say that you have been gracious enough to understand that the boss sees a larger picture and the decisions he takes are based on something which you probably may not know. However, if you did not put across your point of view, then you would have failed in your duty. So you can say that I have always put across my point very politely. However, it was up to the boss whether to accept it or not. Question number 12. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Now the best answer for this question you can give is that you would like to take more responsibilities within the organizations. You would like to face more challenges within the organization. Say that you would like to learn new skills and upgrade yourself with the new technology. And also say that you would like to become more reliable and dependable within the organization. Question number 13. Why did you change so many jobs? Now this question is applicable particularly for those people who have changed more jobs. The best answer you can give for this question is that whenever you found new opportunities in the market, you embrace them. Whenever you changed your jobs, it was either to learn new things or to take more responsibility or to face new challenges. Because the real growth happens when you strive in unfamiliar environment and situations. Question number 14. Tell us about the times when you failed. It is impossible that you never failed in your job. All of us fail at one time or other. Pick one such instance where you failed. However, also mention that why you failed, what lessons you learned from it, and how you improved the situation thereafter. And say it proudly that you never failed in similar situation again because you developed yourself, you upgraded yourself from the lessons learned from that failure. Question number 15. How would your boss and colleagues describe you? Now this question is intended to know your behavioral skills. Say that I believe that my boss would describe me as someone who is dependable, sincere, and hardworking. And talking about colleagues, you can say that my colleagues would describe me as a team player, as a person nice to work with, and someone who contributes positively in any situation. So, friends, these are just guidelines for you to answer these questions. Wish you all the very best in your next interview. I shall be back soon with another video on self development. See you then. Bye.